Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a few weeks since I made a video for you guys, but just wanted to make a short video today here for the channel. Just kind of giving you a quick update on some things I've been doing in my training. A neat gadget I recently got my hands on. Just a couple of things going on. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on Sram Etap, my thoughts on that. Just kind of a generalized update here for the channel, since I haven't done a video for a few weeks now. As far as training is concerned, I'll turn the camera around here momentarily so you guys can see, but don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll try focusing here, but as you can see, it is still snowing here where I live in upstate New York. We got about 4 inches of snow last night. So yeah, we got like 4 inches of snow last night. It's still snowing today. I guess they're calling for like another 5 or 6 inches again, like in a couple of days. So it is March now, but you know, we're probably gonna have snow on the ground for a couple of more weeks here where I live. So I'm still indoors, obviously riding my rollers. Now, as far as a quick update on that, I was actually watching a YouTube video from another fellow YouTuber whose channel I subscribe to. I'm gonna leave a link for Grant's YouTube channel here in the description of this show. He has a great channel. He shares his cycling experiences with his fans, and I tell you what, he has a really good channel. I like watching his videos, and he actually just did a video recently talking about why he's going to give the rollers a chance as opposed to the static indoor trainer. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the rollers. Haven't ridden my Wahoo kicker in like over a year. Really can't see using it other than like maybe race warm-up, stuff like that for, you know, for portable stuff on the road. But as far as training here at home, I'm a serious roller rider. Really like riding the rollers. But anyways, check out Grant's channel. He has a great channel. I think you guys would enjoy it. So make sure you go over there, give him a subscribe, tell him that Cycle Jockey sent you. So another update I wanted to give you guys is an update on my Sram Etap system. Now, as you guys know, I did a video last fall talking to you guys about Sram Etap. Now, I have obviously got Sram Etap here on my Pinarello Dogma F10, and I did an initial review video for you guys last fall on this. But as far as an update, I just want to let you guys know that I've been riding my Dogma exclusively all winter. Have got, actually year-to-date right now, I'm up to like almost 1,500 miles for the year so far. Plus I had at least maybe 500 or 600, you know, since I did that last video before this year. So I have like 2,000 more miles on the bicycle since doing that initial video. And all I can say is Sram Etap continues to impress me. I've yet to have a gear shift problem. Have not ever dropped a chain. The shifting is as good today as it was literally the day I got the bicycle. Really love Sram Etap. People have been asking me some questions about it. All I can say is I'm a big fan. If you're on the fence, give it a try. Sram Etap really is that good, at least in my opinion. Big fan there. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is, if you can see this or not, but you see that little mount on the back of my iPhone? And that is basically a new mount that I got from a company called KOM Cycling. And basically what they've done is they've designed a Garmin mount adapter to attach to your smartphone. Now, obviously, you could attach this to your case of your smartphone. I actually don't use a case on my smartphone. I mean, I do have the that plastic, covering on the glass portion of the front, but I don't use a case. So I just basically put the KOM adapter on the back of the phone, and basically what you can do with this, and I will show you guys. And I'll show you guys here, but basically all you do is you've got your KOM adapter in the back of your phone, your case, and as you can see here, I've just got a standard SRAM Garmin mount for my bicycle, and this mount gives you the ability to basically turn your to use your smartphone as your cycling computer. And I tell you what, guys, this is on there. I mean, that's on there very stably. Now, I mean, I haven't had a chance to get it out on the road yet and test it over any serious bumps, but, you know, it's on there very securely. I have a lot of faith that it's going to, you know, hold up. It's been on my phone since I got it, the adapter. I mean, it's on there lock solid. They use like a beefed up version of the 3M adhesive backings, and it's on there very securely. Give it a look, guys. I like using it right now in the rollers when I'm on Zwift. I can attach my smartphone to my bike. This way here I can pull up the Zwift mobile app and I can communicate with guys while I'm on Zwift. I can give ride-ons, you know, change the direction I want to go on Zwift. So it's just a great way to turn your smartphone into your cycling computer. And when you've got, you know, apps like Zwift, I've got my PowerTap app on there for my PowerTap P1s, which can control my, you know, my power there. You know, I got Strava. You know, basically, with that KOM adapter, it really kind of eliminates, for a lot of people, the need to have a designated cycling computer because you can simply turn your phone into it. The mount works great. It's a very sleek design. It makes your phone look good on your bike. Give it a look. I'm going to leave a description for that also, for the KOM cycling Garmin adapter mount. I'll leave a link for the website also in the description, and I'll give you guys some more updates down the road once spring comes and I can actually get outdoors riding. I'll let you guys know how it holds up. But so far, really impressed with the KOM cycling Garmin adapter. Give it a look, guys, if you want to use your smartphone for more of your cycling computer use. As far as another update, as far as training, I've been still kind of just sticking with the polarized approach. I've kind of pushed up my volume a little bit here the last month or so. If you guys are following me on Strava, you'll notice that I've been logging some more mileage now that spring's really getting close, even though weather's not cooperating here where I live. But in a few weeks, I'll be outdoors riding. But spring's coming, race season's coming. Time to start bumping up my mileage. I've been doing that, but still sticking to the polarized approach, which pretty much means most of the time I'm just riding, you know, aerobic base miles, doing some endurance, you know, mostly endurance stuff. But I am, like, you know, once, maybe twice a week tops. I'm you know, pushing the envelope with a little more power. And I've also recently subscribed to the Sufferfest app. I think I've done 2 or 3 of their workouts. Really like the Sufferfest. I'm not doing any kind of training plan per se or anything on that. I've yet to do their 4DP, which is their 4-dimensional power test. Essentially what Sufferfest does is they kind of, you know, most, you know, software programs have you do an FTP test. Well, the Sufferfest kind of basically has you do a test, but they're evaluating basically your sprint power, like your 5-second power, well, I think it's your 1-second power, but they have you do a 5-minute test, a 20-minute test. So you're getting, like, basically the Sufferfest is like gauging your entire power profile as a rider. So I've yet to do their power test. I do want to do that, but I've been just kind of waiting for a day when I'm really rested up, feeling good, and ready to do that kind of thing. But still doing the polarized approach. If you guys are following me on Strava, you'll notice I have recently started doing some gym work. I have been going to the gym the last couple of weeks. Actually going to be going later on today. I haven't been in, I think it's been 3 or 4 days. Going to go back today. I'm feeling good. So, but basically, like about once every 4 days, what I've been doing is I've been going to the gym and I've been doing some leg presses and I've been doing some dumbbell squats. Only been doing the 2 exercises. But what I'm doing there is I'm doing those the same day that I'm doing a really hard ride. So, like, and again, I'm doing that like every 4th day. So, like, for example, you know, say I ride, you know, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm riding more endurance pace, letting my body recover a little bit. And if I go into Thursday really feeling good, like I want to hit some big power numbers, I'm taking that day to really push myself hard on the bike, ride some really big power. And then what I'm doing is, like, later on in the evening, like maybe an hour or 2 after I ride, I'm going to my local gym and I'm doing like an hour in there, just kind of rotating back and forth between leg extensions and dumbbell squats. And I'm doing some, and I'm just basically going back and forth. I'm doing some lower weight, high repetition stuff. So, like, for example, on my leg extensions, I might do, 70 pounds. and do like, 30 reps of that, and maybe do, 4 or 5 sets. And then I'll go to, like 120 pounds, which is like a max for me right now as far as leg extension weights. And I'm doing like maybe 3 or 4 reps. So I'm just going back and forth between like, high rep, medium weight kind of stuff, and I'm doing like low rep, like super high weight kind of stuff, which isn't really high weight for the general person, but for me, like I said, 120 pound leg extensions about my max right about now. I'm hoping to build that up. But long story short is I'm just looking to build. I'm looking to increase some leg strength. I'm still looking to continue to increase my leg strength, and I think going to the gym is going to be a good way to do that. I've actually noticed I've only been like, I think it's been 3 or 4 times now to the gym, but in the last couple of weeks, I'm already, like the last time I went, I was able to do more weight than I could when I first started. So I think I've already kind of like seen some initial improvements. And honestly, I think that this is going to be good for me long term, in helping to continue to increase my out of the saddle, climbing ability is really why I want to do this. Is I've been really focusing the last year or so on my out of the saddle climbing ability. And here when I'm riding on the rollers, I did a ride last week where I did a 2-hour ride, and the only time I sat in the saddle was to towel off because sweat runs profusely, even though I've got a fan on me. But basically to just wipe off and drink, because I can't drink when I'm out of the saddle riding hard. So basically, long story short, out of a 2-hour ride, I did 1 hour and 45 minutes basically out of the saddle, pushing like 4.5 watts per kilogram the whole time. And it was a really hard ride, and I followed that up with going to the gym later on. So that's kind of what I've been doing, is I've been really trying to increase my abilities out of the saddle, out of the saddle climbing. And I've actually just recently picked up a new cassette. I'll show you guys that real quick also. Now any of you that might have been following the channel now for a while, you guys know that I've kind of always been a big promoter of spinning to win mentality and pushing and having larger cassettes. My Pinarello Dogma came with an 1132 cassette, which I do like, but I've actually recently ordered and have received now a different cassette. I actually have gone now. I'm gonna go to the Sram Red 11 to 25 cassette, and I'm doing that because basically I feel now that I'm in a position where I can sustain for my body weight, for my body weight of 125, 126 pounds, I can sustain a pretty large power output out of the saddle for a pretty lengthy duration of time. So what I'm thinking is that I really think that I've got the strength now, the physical strength and muscular endurance to push some bigger gears and hopefully go faster on climbs. So I'm going to go down to the 1125 cassette, and I'm going to use this for like 95% of my riding. There's still going to be a couple of climbs where when I do those races, or if I was to do a ride on those climbs, where I would go back to probably the 11 to 32. I'm by no means getting rid of my 11 to 32, but I am going to go to the 1125 now for most of my riding because I think I've got the physical capabilities of pushing the gear, and that's what I'm going to do. But anyways, but a couple climbs that I would still need the 11 to 32 on would be climbs like Appalachian Gap and the Green Mountain Stage Race. That's a brutal climb. Anybody that's ever done that knows what I'm talking about. I mean, there's pitches that are like up to like 22%, I think, is like the maximum gradient at points over there. It's an insanely steep climb at times, and it's difficult, and I would probably run the 11 to 32 there. There's another climb over in Vermont that I've yet to do, actually. It's called Lincoln Gap. It's actually not too far away from the Appalachian Gap where I ride over there. But anyways, anybody who's familiar, Lincoln Gap is like a 1.5 mile climb, and I've read reports online and seen like videos online that claim that Lincoln Gap is the steepest, most difficult mile climb, over mile climb in the United States. It is. I've only been over it. I think I've been over it like 2 or 3 times in a vehicle. And I tell you what, guys, I love to climb. Fancy myself as a pretty good climber. And I'm not kidding you, that climb scares me. It's that steep. Because I've been over it a couple of times in the vehicle, and it's a scary climb. It's got pitches that I think go to like between like 30 and 35% in grade. Just, I can't even explain to you guys how steep this climb is. It's a really narrow paved road climb, but it looks scary. For that climb, I would, without question, have to at least have the 11 to 32, and I'm not kidding you. I would probably maybe even have to break out I do have a 40 cassette. I would probably have to break out the 40 cassette if I was going to do Lincoln Gap, because it is just insanely steep. But I am going to the 11 to 25 for my generalized riding and for like 95% of climbs out there. Even stuff, up to like 15%. I really think I can climb with the 1125 now. So I'm going to make that switch. So, that's pretty much it, guys, as far as an update here. Just wanted to give you a quick channel update. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done so. Just kind of let you know what I'm doing in my training. Still doing the polarized approach, but I am increasing volume. Obviously, it's still snowing here where I live, so no, I'm not outdoor riding. And for anybody that follows the channel and wonders, why I ride indoors so often this time of year, well, that's why. Because up here where I live, honestly, guys, outdoor riding really just simply isn't an option in the wintertime. Unless you want to do like fat bike riding, which I'm just not into, honestly. I want to ride my road bike, and the only way, in my opinion, that you can productively ride the road bike in the wintertime in upstate New York is to be inside. And I like the rollers, so I've been riding my rollers a lot. But alright, guys, that's it for an update. I hope you guys found this video informative. Any questions about anything, let me know. Or give me a shout in the comments. I'll try my best to answer any questions anybody has, whether it be about the KOM mount, my training, the weightlifting stuff I'm doing, the cassette, anything that about this video. Any questions, leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. As always, guys, I appreciate the support of the channel, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys right back here in my next video.